What is going on today, guys? Lone Wolf here, and today we're checking out a brand new mod. Well, it's technically a couple of weeks old, but I am just now getting to it. And I feel like, let's go to Italy, because it kind of fits the streets of it. It's a rather small mod, but there's several different variants of it. We're going to take it to the Sergeant Arena at the end of the video, so please stay tuned for that. Now, if we turn our heads to the left, there it is. It is a Kia truck, or Kei Truck. I don't know how to actually pronounce it, but let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. Now, from the outside, it's a puny little truck, about the size of a pigeon. You can do pretty much you can fold these down, the sides down, can make the truck the bed a little bit wider. Not sure if driving it like this is legal or not. You have the access panel to the engine, because it's a rear engine truck. See the interior, there's nothing much. It's at least fully functional. Not sure why it just sent me backwards. There's not really much in here. You don't even have a stereo for this thing. All you have is a kilometer tachometer, warning lights, and that's pretty much all you got. Bet you this thing gets the same gas mileage as the real version. And that sounds pretty good. Now this is a base model. It does have a CVT. It almost sounds like a pigeon. I wonder if they actually use the same engine. But taking this around, it's pretty slow. Like I'm like actually flooring it. So I do have, like I said, there's a bunch of different versions of it. Let me tell you, the tires on these things are probably the size of a plate. Not gonna lie. But it is a pretty nice, puny little truck. I would love to have one of these in real life, just for having fun with it. And there's two different versions, like I said. I don't believe there's a different engine versions. I know there's different transmission types. There's a 3-speed. I'm pretty sure that's a manual. There's a CVT, which I have on this, and then there's a 5-speed manual, which probably is my favorite version. So let's go ahead and pull over here, up down the road, and take a look at the different version. So I found this, convenient parking spot, but let's go ahead and see what we are working with. There is 14 different variants. I have the most base model if you can get, but yes, there is a 3-speed, the CVT, and the 5-speed. Now, I think out of all these, I'm pretty sure the 4-wheel drive turbo 5-speed is my favorite, or the 4-wheel drive skipper. We're gonna still check out most of these. I want to see how the 4-wheel drive 3-speed runs. As you can see, there's pretty much not much change. You do have that giant label on the 4-wheel drive. I also didn't look at the engine types that we have for this vehicle, so let's go ahead and check it out. And yes, it's pretty much the Pigeon's engine just slapped right into it, and yes, you do access it from the back hatch in the bed. So if you break down, you better hope it's from like underneath, because you know that hatch is pretty small and it's not really lined up with the engine. But let's not look at the design flaws. Let's look at the actual goodness. And yes, it sounds a little more sporty. Imagine crashing with this thing. That would be a death trap. Okay, this thing can barely go up hills. I kind of want to do a crash test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip this around. I do want to take this to an off-road course and a car jump arena to take it off the ramp. So I don't think these things are gonna go that far, but you guys will find out. So stay tuned for the end of the video for it. And interior wise, I'm pretty sure they're all exactly the same. This one seems like it has a little off-centered of the tachometer. Not sure what this camera is for. This thing does get up to highway speeds, or at least for American roads. Would I trust it? I'm not actually sure. Let's go ahead and see what it's like to crash. It actually absorbed pretty well. Yeah, this is like a death trap. It's like a golf cart. Dude, I don't even know if I would consider this as a golf cart. Probably something smaller than this. I don't even know if there's even airbags in this thing in real life. Let's go ahead and go to a different part of the map and check out the 5-speed manual and see if there's any performance differences. Now, if I was choosing this to drive one of these in real life, this would probably be the version I would go for. Because not only it's a 5-speed, it has bigger tires, all-wheel drive, diffs can lock. I believe it's only the rear though. Let's see. Yes, it's only the rear. Not sure why they chose just the rear to be locked. This thing also has a turbocharger in it. The tires are not the size of your freaking plates. So I'm taking this thing to an off-road area, and it seems like this one has the same interior. Maybe slightly different seats, but I'm not sure. This thing, not gonna lie, these things handle pretty well for how they are built and how small they are. And they're actually pretty nifty for like carrying a couple of things in the bed. You can probably get away with like using these as a toy hauler, like for smaller 4-wheelers or whatnot. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna enable. I guess this thing does have front differential. It's just, why does it have different labels? And yes, you can pretty much drive this without, well, I guess I have to use a little bit of gas here. Let's see how well this thing handles. Seems like it is a little stiff on the suspension, but it seems to be doing just fine. Now, no, this is not the toughest trail. It's one of my favorites. for the smaller vehicles. You can slide this thing a little bit too, even in all-wheel drive, which is interesting. I wonder how much power this thing is actually making. I don't think it's that much compared to a Pigeon. Probably actually makes the same amount since it has the same engine and drivetrain setup. Except for this thing has all-wheel drive. I don't think any of the Pigeons have all-wheel drive at all. I'm actually quite amazed this thing is getting as far as it has. Hold on. Let's try locking diffs and not slide all the way down, please. Seems like it does struggle a little bit to spin the tires. Oh! Okay. Get back on the wheels. Oh, dear. Okay. Well, I guess we're on our side now. The alignment is a little messed up. I'm not sure how though. Oh dear. Oh, wow. Well, there goes my entire front. You know what? I would say we should take this to a different, like, map to take a trail riding. This thing does get up and go pretty well. And the way the power band is set up is pretty nice. I was gonna see how much power does this actually make. So we can see that by the torque curve. I know this is not fully accurate, but it gives me a rough estimate, and it makes about 56 horsepower with 59 foot-pounds of torque with the assist of the turbocharger, which is actually not that bad at all. I do, like I said, want to make my own version down the line, but that's going to be in for another video. Let's see how well this thing handles. I'm not sure if I would be going this fast in real life because, you know, my butt would be like, not even my butt, my whole spine would actually be breaking, because with how small the seats are and how thin the cushions is, I'll probably be sitting on a pillow if I were to drive these in real life, because I don't think the seats would be that comfortable. These would make great for like small farm trucks over in Japan, and I feel like that's what it's actually purposed for. Even maybe some utility work as well, with a little bit of work truck stock. I don't know. If you guys know what these things are actually used for, please let me know, because I don't really know that much of the Japanese culture. I do know they like a lot of seafood, and they have a lot of smaller cars. These things I know is not fully legal where I live at, but you can bypass some of the road laws if you register it correctly. But let me know if you guys want me to try to get one of these in real life. I feel like these things would be quite fun, and they're actually a lot more efficient than my vehicle, which is kind of funny, but I think it's because of a smaller engine and how small they are and how lightweight they are, because I'm pretty sure anyone could like pick it up with their bare hands. I'm not sure, but that's enough of the off-road driving. I kind of want to see what the drift version has to offer. And for that, I'm going to use West Coast USA. Like, 2 seconds. And yeah, I can't really get over with, how stiff the suspension is. But feel free to subscribe to see my own custom version in the future, because I would love to play around with it a lot more. Now with the drift version, you got a 5-speed, you got some very interesting triangle shaped wheels. And other than that, I don't think there's that much of a difference. Oh dear, loves to slide down the hill. Let's bring up the menu and see what kind of engine we're dealing with. 660cc? That's actually... Alright. And it's a i3 as well. With the 5-speed, which I feel like... I don't know, the 5-speed on these trucks seem to be a lot more efficient, let's just say that. Also, this is only rear-wheel drive, so it will get stuck on pretty much anything. So let's go ahead and lock the rear diffs and see what this thing has to offer. It does seem a little slow for doing drifts. And it does not have... Man, this is really hard to get sideways. Hold on. There we go. You just gotta be really on top of it. It might help if we have like a turbocharger in it. The way the power band is very weird. Yeah, this is not a great setup for drifts. Yeah, I can't really get these things sideways. Might be the way I'm driving. I did discover something, but I don't know if it's because of... Wait. Yeah, no, it's very hard to get it sideways. I can't really get this thing to go sideways. So, we'll just send these off to Car Jump Arena. Alright, so I have the most base model of the base models. This thing has like no features to it. Other than, yeah, you get the bed. You got the side that can come down. You have the base engine. Interior, not really different at all. Oh my gosh. And I believe the top speed of this one is about like 60 miles an hour. Oh my gosh. This thing actually... Okay. Going 100 miles an hour in this thing would definitely be like a death wobble in real life. You also don't have the headache rack on this thing. Yeah, yeah, it's like, what was that, 50 meters? Not even? That's actually insane. Come on. Straighten up. See can we go to the pool? I think this thing will get stuck. Hold on. Oh, it's slowing down, but we still made it to the pool. Yes. This is terrible, not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and see what... We'll go for the top end. See how far it can go. Now I did go for the off-road version, which has... I think this one has all the features you could ever want on this. You got the windshield protection. You got... there's literally nothing I can much I could say. You do have a turbo on it. You got all-wheel drive. You got locking diffs, front and rear. 0 to 60 on this thing is probably better than a lot of cars, but still not the best. This thing apparently geared up to go this fast. 137 or 36, and still not far at all. Oh my gosh, stay straight, please. I'm gonna strap a bigger turbo on this thing, and maybe a bigger engine, actually. See if we can... Oh my... Wow. It, for one, doesn't fly like a pigeon. Alright, so you can sort of see in the bed crack. Actually, there you go. It's a little tight in there, not gonna lie. But you can do your basic maintenance. You can change the spark plug wires. And changing the spark plugs is gonna be fairly easy as long as you shove your fingers, your hands in there. I don't think my hand will fit in there, but you never know. I also realized this frame is the most unique shaped frame I've ever seen. The back end and the front end goes up in air, and then the middle is kind of just goes down, and the bed is sitting on like some sort of risers. So I'm not sure if the hauling capabilities on this thing is going to be the same or that great. And oh yeah, this thing is so much better. I should have upped the tuning a little bit. We're going off about 5 miles an hour faster. Yeah, these things do not fly that well. Come on. Oh dear. This is going to be whipped in a blender. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy, I know this is a very weird type of video I haven't recorded in such a long time. I am thinking about getting back on to recording and streaming in the future. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy, this mod is free. I'll link it down below as I normally do. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, share this to your friends, and I'll see you next one. Peace out.